Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underhood Show presented by Mel Hambelton Ford. My name's Phil Nightingale and Josh Prophet. Morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Hey, we got a special guest today.
We do.
Got a special guest joining us here this morning, Lisa Hamilton. Lisa, thanks for joining us. We had an awesome day this morning, didn't we?
We did. We had a great turnout for our It's Not a Leap Year sale 2023. So next year, it really will be a leap year.
Is it leap year next year?
It is.
What day does that fall on, though?
It is. I don't know.
I gotta look.
We got to talk about what day we'll do the sale on, but we'll do some really fun stuff next year since it's the real.
It's a real Thursday.
Only happens every 4 years.
It's hard to believe that it's been 4 years.
I know. That'll be our fourth sale. So
it's a Thursday next year.
We started right before the pandemic.
God, it's crazy to think it's been that long.
Yeah, 2020 is our first one.
So anyway, hey, it's a live call-in show. We'd love to hear from you, but it's the only show you get paid to call in on. So 316-462-3673. That's the number that comes right into our front desk. Some of you want to get past in the podcast, and anything ailing your car, tires, brakes, batteries, or anything in the automobile world, or if you want to talk about our leap year sale. So we had a lot of fun there and stuff this morning.
We got a lot of great prizes today. So anybody that purchases a vehicle today wins a prize. We got everything from big screen TVs to we got some Beat headphones. We got a couple of Nintendo Switches. Got laptops. We got all kinds of stuff. So
how do they get that, Lisa, again?
So anybody that purchases a vehicle today, doesn't matter what vehicle that you buy, you draw a number, and then the number is a prize. So there's cash and quick.
So all you got to do is purchase a car today, and you get all the kinds of great prizes and stuff. Anyway, so this morning we had 5 cars that we gave away, starting at $499 all the way down to $99. And Josh, the guys down at Quick Lane were thrashing pretty hard to get those 5
to get them out. Yeah.
Rolled over there yesterday to kind of check on them, and Mike Sheridan was complaining he was sore. I said, "You're sore?" "Yeah, I've been thrashing on these cars. I'm not used to doing that hard work like that anymore." I said, "Mike, don't be getting soft on me." But anyway, it was fun this morning and exciting, getting up here early and getting things kicked off at 6:30 this morning with the salespeople and stuff. And 5 lucky people got those. And then we had 25 lucky winners winning cash.
That's right. Amounts from $60 to $400. So it was a lot of fun and had a lot of, I thought the attitude of the crowd as a whole was so great today.
The energy was good for sure.
It was really good. And a lot of people stopped by the table afterwards to say thank you. Hey, thanks for doing the things that you do, as far as like the events and the sales and stuff. We do enjoy doing them, but they are a lot of work, aren't they?
Yes, they are. But the fun thing is watching the employee, watch the people win the cars, win the cash. It's so rewarding and everything else in that part. But it's always fun. That next thing, Lisa, you brought up, you announced it on the showroom floor this morning too. You gotta like our Facebook page and keep up with all the drawings, all the givings, and everything we do. The tickets, cash, everything we do. You got to stay up on that. And we had the concert tickets this summer. I think it was this summer. Time flies, you having fun. It was so exciting to watch how many people got in that drawing and all that kind of stuff too. So you need to stay on our Facebook page and watch what we do, because who knows what the next drawing is going to be, right?
And we don't. It's not. I mean, I was trying to think. We very rarely give away. I think when the teachers during the pandemic, we did a teacher special. But most of the time, it's other stuff. I mean, the last giveaway that we had before was Super Bowl. And we gave away a recliner, a big screen TV, and $100 Visa gift card, and then a bunch of snacks that I picked up.
Super Bowl stuff.
Super Bowl, yeah.
Anyway, morning, Delbert. How you doing this morning? Coming all the way from Oklahoma. Anyway, Delbert's one of our loyal listeners or watchers, I guess I should say, right?
A little of both.
A little of both, right? So anyway, hey, we forgot to give away what's the package, Josh, as always, for that each and every caller.
Yeah, for each and every caller that calls in, we're going to mail out a package. It'll consist of the works, which is an oil change and tire rotation. We use Motorcraft oil and filter products here at Mel Hambelton Ford. While we're performing that, we're also going to complete a multi-point inspection on the vehicle, checking over the brakes, tires, steering, suspension, all the safety-related components on that vehicle. You'll also receive $10 to Mel's Diner, so you can get yourself something to eat and drink while you're here with us at the big corner. Complete nitrogen for your tires, so you get all the great benefits that nitrogen has to offer. And then a BG products package, which consists of a can of MOA or motor oil additive for your engine oil, and then a can of CF5 for your fuel system. Again, just getting that vehicle geared up and ready to go for that next 5,000 miles of driving. So,
all right, 316-462-3673. Again, that rings right into our front desk. Tell the girls there that answer phone you want to get patched in. They'll send us a little text, and we'll get you patched into the show and get you that great price package for each and every caller that calls into the show. So anyway, so it was a fun, exciting morning, and I can't wait for the rest of the day, see what exciting stuff we give away. Lisa, we went to our good buddy Greg at Best Buy and picked up all kinds of good gifts and stuff, from TVs to switches to, God, I can't remember all else you got.
We got a lot of stuff over there. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about this morning is kind of the future of electric vehicles. So I'm driving an electric vehicle right now, and I will tell you, it definitely love the way it drives. I love the way it looks. I think all the features are really nice, and the vehicle is comfortable. But I will tell you, getting used to plugging something in, and I have access to it all day at work, but getting used to that, 'cause typically I'm carrying in a bunch of stuff when I come to work every day. What in the hell do I carry in every day? My hands are always full. And so I park right by the door normally, and our charging stations are in the back of the store. So trying to get in that habit of doing that has been kind of a chore for me. But I will tell you that getting in the habit of doing it, you kind of start feeling less anxious about how many miles that you have. The very first time I drove an electric vehicle, I ran it all the way down, which Phil did tell me that's probably not that great for the car. And
it's kind of like running your fuel tank very low at this time of the year,
which I also used to do all the time. But I didn't even know that was hard on the vehicle. In fact, I will tell you that growing up in this industry, if you got in a vehicle, my dad had a Volkswagen dealership when I first started, and if you got in a vehicle that had more than a quarter tank, it was a miracle. I mean, we did not spend money on gas for the vehicles. And so, I just got used to, I would fill my car up, but then I would let it go. I ran out of gas one time. But I did let it go. And this electric, I guess I got it way, way, way down to, like, I don't know, it said I had 3 miles left, which is not enough for me to get to work. And if it was a gas engine, I would have chanced it. But because I didn't really know if it's going to shut down on me. So I didn't. So I drove my mom's vehicle and got it plugged back in.
Yep. Anyway, I drove a Lightning for a little while too, and I only had one time that it got really nervous when I had to go to Hutch for a funeral, and it was cold like this too.
Yeah.
And naturally, the cold weather zaps these electric cars more than anything. So I was a little nervous getting back, but I made it. Had 19 miles left to go when I got here, got back and everything else. Like, I really thought I had plenty of range to do it because I had already been driving in the cold weather, but the highway does affect it a lot more. But I do believe the technology will be there more. I mean, if you really think about it, how often I never, other than that one time, that I have an issue of even getting low on a charge, whatever. Granted, I did plug it in every day, which is what you should do anyway from that part. But I had fun driving that Lightning. I thought it was a good time. Yeah. And everything else too.
You just have to make it a habit, and there's a lot of rumors and there's just not, the data is just not it has not been mainstream. And so, well, we also love to have customers come and drive them and get customers feedback. But overall, by and large, it's been very positive. But there are some people that think that they won't need to come to the service department anymore when they buy the electric vehicle.
Yeah. Yep. So on that side of it, I mean, there is still a lot of different things, brakes and tires, and we've already experienced that. What the consumable materials that they use on those EV vehicles are still there.
Mm-hmm.
They're still the same as the
and
gas
on some
engines.
things it's even a little harder.
Yeah, on the tires, they typically
Mm-hmm.
will put a softer compound tire on them just to make, because you don't have the road noise or the noise of the engine or drivetrain in those components, and so they put typically a softer tire on there, and so that makes them wear quicker. From that side of it. So now, as far as your routine 5,000 mile intervals, as far as oil, that's not there, but still need to rotate the tires and have somebody look over the brakes and make sure that the vehicle is safe and ready to go for that, again, next 5,000 miles of driving. So
a couple of years ago when we got the first or second Mach-E in, and I drove it home, and I was pulling out of the drive after I'd been driving it about 2 weeks, and I had to take my son somewhere. That was when Logan lived with me, and he's like, "What is that noise?" And I'm like, "I don't hear anything." And he always tells me that I need hearing aids all the time, but so I said, "I don't know, I don't hear anything." And he turned the radio off, and so the electric vehicle makes a beep, beep, beep when you're backing up.
Yeah.
Because they are truly so quiet that we know when it's mainstream, they probably are. I mean, if that wasn't there, there would be times they would hit someone.
Oh, yeah.
It's that quiet. It's as quiet as a golf cart.
Yep. Anyway, real quick, I need to talk to a comment on the deal here, Lisa, real quick. We had a gentleman implying about the 3 years, and it's in our rules. It's posted on our contest that when this contest started years and years ago, we had the same people trying to win and win. And so we decided to be fair to try to spread the love out to everyone that's out there that comes out here, stands in the cold. And it's in our rules package, Seth, that we have it in there that you cannot win again for 3 years. Sorry that happened to you this morning. Don't like it either that happened that particular way, but it is in our rules posted on the contest from that part. So sorry that happened to you this morning. And Rosa Marie Wilson, thank you for your comments. I really appreciate that too, because we do try to give back and try to share the love of many people for these contests and these giveaways and everything else that we do. So again, Seth, sorry that you already won a great prize package from us earlier. So thank you for winning that. And sorry you couldn't win again today. And we're going to spread the love out to other people out there.
And when we do the envelopes with the cash, the one I was talking about from the 50 to 400, we don't do any qualification on those. So, I mean, you could come and participate. If you win that, you could win that every year. But the big things that we do, the $1,800, which you can use towards a car, or we'll write you a check. It's not, I mean, I have my office staff, 5 or 6 people from my office staff here on these sales, so that if you want to use it to buy a car, that's great. If you don't, we write you a check right on the spot. And those big prizes, the 1,800 and the vehicles themselves, the cost for us and the prize is so much larger. That feels right. We started that quite a few years ago. I'm going to say probably 10 years ago. We started keeping track on the rules just to spread the love out.
Yep.
And again, that's just being fair for everybody that comes out here and stands in line and everything like that.
And Rosa comes back and says, it's something very fun to participate in. I also love watching the people smiling after they win it. Rosa, that's all the fun for us. It's the smiling faces that win those cars, wins the money, and the cash we give away to do too. So from that part. So anyway, we'll move on and we'll go on to other exciting things. And again, the electric cars is who knows how far the electric car is going to go, what's going to happen there. I think there's so many unknowns still out there on the used car, on the electric car side of that, what's going to happen, what's going to go from that part. I know one thing we'll never see is we'll never see an electric Super Duty. Can't happen, won't happen, because it's so. If you got a battery big enough to pull or do whatever, the truck would weigh so much it would never be efficient being on weight from that part too. So
there's a lot of unknowns, but it is something, when we have new things here, most of us, we get excited about it. And I think there's a lot of excitement surrounding electric vehicles, but there are still a lot of unknown variables that we'll have to work through. The charger that I have access to, because I'm at the dealership every day, won't really look like the charger that your homes use.
Yeah, and you can get a charger that's just as efficient. I can't spit that out. As efficient as the ones we have here at your house, but you got to hook up to 220. Yeah, and that's where the thing comes in.
That's what I mean. Without making any
big adjustments at your house,
you can plug it into your regular plug-in that is in your garage, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, it just doesn't go as fast. On 110, it doesn't. Now, here's what I will tell you: over the Christmas holiday, because we had those lovely 3 days off, and again, thank you for all those times off and those holidays and stuff, Lisa, for our employees and stuff. It's great for that part. But I had that Lightning, and I ran it down quite a bit because running around everything.
Yeah.
So I got to leave it plugged in on the 110, and it was down to about like 30-some%, and it took it 36 hours, and it did get it all the way back. And again, I didn't drive it for 36 hours.
Yeah.
But leaving it plugged in 110, it took that long to get it charged up. Where if you have it plugged in on a 220 overnight, would have had that thing back up to where it's speed. So now the thing is, some newer houses and stuff might be pre-wired for some 220 to hook up. Some older houses might not be, or whatever, for what your situation might need to be to get that. But definitely, if I'm going to get me an electric car, I'm going to make sure I got a 220 outlet in my house to charge it.
And they have some more efficient chargers, like the best ones are out at Town East, besides like ours at the dealership. But that's the thing. If it's not at your house, or if you have to take your vehicle in for maintenance, what we always do is we always charge our customers' vehicles up before we send them back, because it's very inconvenient to go somewhere else to have to charge your vehicle.
Sure.
Very true. Well, anyway, changing gears, we had a lot of fun last weekend, our race open house. Huge success, huge people here. It was fun. Now, I want to know, Lisa, we got it on video somewhere. I'm sure looking for it. Can't find it somewhere. Of you sitting in that old nostalgia car. How much fun. I can't tell you how jealous I was. I wanted to sit in that thing.
It was a lot of fun. And when you asked me if I would do it, of course, I was really excited.
I knew there was no ways you were going to say no.
I know. I was really excited about it. And they wanted to do, so the day before when we were setting up on Friday, they said, hey, this car is hard to get in and out of. So we want to kind of do like a dress rehearsal, have you get in the car, and then
dress
get you
rehearsal.
Out of it. Yeah, they didn't use that. Yeah, that's my word.
That was your words.
That's
gotcha.
my words. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And they put all that stuff.
You had the whole gear and everything.
Yeah, all the stuff on my. I didn't. They told me I could wear a helmet if I wanted to, but I didn't wear a helmet.
Yeah, so I've got it up here on the screen, getting in the car and everything. I guess you're really in the car already where we're at.
Yeah.
Up here on the screen. Sorry, I can't figure out how to make it. Well, maybe I can go.
I will tell you, getting in the car is out of the car.
Yeah.
Trying to get as big as I possibly can. And see the little white jug there, Lisa, that's when they first fired up on alcohol, and then they'll switch it over to the nitro from that part. But if you missed this show out here last Saturday about 1:30, you missed it. It was so much fun. And can't really see you down in there.
I know I can't. I'm just starting to think that I wasn't in there, but you are really far down.
Oh yeah, no, she's
not in there yet. Okay, yeah, no, she's just coming around to get in there. Okay, sorry, because you do set low down in there.
You do, yeah,
really low. I thought you were to see you putting your gas mask on and everything.
Yeah,
and I know you probably didn't think it would be that bad, but I said if you didn't have that on, you'd have lasted about 15 seconds inside that car.
I will tell you when I got out, and I'm kind of getting over. I had the flu a few weeks ago, and so I'm kind of getting over that. But when I got out, after I took all that stuff off, I had to go started coughing.
Yeah.
So I know the fumes are strong. What blew my mind is, Phil told me to wear earplugs, and then I just totally forgot to get them.
Yeah, I kind of thought about the time that thing fired up, when, oh, no, she didn't have the earplugs in.
Didn't.
So did it hurt your ears at all?
I would say I
No.
probably do. Logan's a little, there's a little bit of truth to the fact that I don't really hear that well, but
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So what did surprise me is that even with all that on, I could still see.
Yeah.
And when we did the experience of a lifetime in Kansas City, I didn't feel like they did put me on a pillow and put a pillow behind me, but I was actually driving.
And that was for the NASCAR deal.
Yeah. And but it was I was surprised that I could actually see, because I'm only 5'2", so
especially with all that engine and stuff in front of you.
Okay, so here we go with the fire up, and they're throwing some alcohol down inside there to kind of prime it a little bit. And of course, that's Aaron Cooper, who drives the real rail that was sitting on the showroom floor.
Yeah.
And his dad, Gary, right here, is actually running the starter. Gary's the one that kind of got everything set up, and the gentleman's got his back to us, the guy that actually owns the car.
And they're so passionate about what they do. I mean, they're out here doing this, their time, their cost for the fuel, and the trouble of bringing it out there, and they just genuinely love what they're doing.
Well, I tell you, the guys that drove these cars, remember, this is a mid 1960s car, and went to almost 200 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And at least the setting on the rear end.
Yeah.
And just think about when those rear ends come apart, what it did to the driver's side. Plus, the next thing is when the engine popped or did whatever, all that stuff coming back at you too.
Yeah.
All the shrapnel and debris.
And when they
okay, so here we go. We're getting ready now. Aaron's reaching in, and he's going to flip it over to the nitro now. And see it just start shaking, because it's just that much more bang coming out. There it goes. Really good.
Yeah, I was wondering how much difference or how much shaking the cell from inside.
Did you see him reach all the way down in there?
Yeah.
So because my legs are so short, and you have to go over the what is down in there? Is that the exhaust?
That's the rear. These black pipes right here is the exhaust.
Okay, so your legs actually have to go over that, and so my foot, even though my foot was right there by the gas, and the young gentleman, he went all the way down. He moved my foot off because he's thinking,
don't hit that accelerator.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Now, what I didn't know, Josh, either, this was a fresh rebuild, and this was their first fire for the fresh rebuild. So you'll see.
That's what he said.
You'll see Aaron back here. This is Aaron in the gray shirt, down in the very in the back, grayish greenish shirt. And he's got a timer on. They're timing how long they're running and do everything. That's what they're doing. See, Gary's feeling the temperature of the heads, and here's. I hope Nick got this on the video, because I'm standing over here on the left side of the car, and when he wraps it a couple times, as you get in there, the rear wheels come off the ground.
Really?
And
somebody, when I got out, said, "Did you feel that car when it jumped like that?" I said, "Yes, I felt
everything."
Yeah.
So I hope we got it on video to see, because I'm standing right there, perfect eye of sight that I can see into that thing.
Yeah.
And watch that when he wraps it. It just,
it's just shaking that much.
It just,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I wish the phones could record what it really sounds like, but you can't.
It isn't even close. No. I agree.
But the banging it does, the popping that it does on that nitro.
When we had those jet fuel cars out here the first time, I had Vacation Bible School at my church, and so I'm like, just film it for me.
So here he goes again to fire.
Yeah, I don't know if you can actually see it, but it did. I mean, I felt.
You can see
the
whole car.
But there's blocks on both sides of the left rear wheel, and a couple times Aaron had to go put the block back.
Yeah,
because it was just rocking out.
Yeah.
I meant to ask him what kind of horsepower that motor's putting and everything else in the car, but I really didn't. But for a mid 65, almost 200 mile an hour to have them, to drive that car. There we go again. There it goes. That is so cool.
And then you think of how short it is, the wheelbase is.
Yeah.
Just the
Okay. Now we're shutting her
technology.
down. Now he's going to run. Now, this is the thing I was telling everybody, nitro, you've got to burn every bit of that nitro out of there.
Yeah.
If you don't, I mean, just taking the motor back apart or pulling the plugs out, it can ignite it and blow you up in your face hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
They were great. They were trying to check on me. Are you? That's why I kept giving the thumbs up. They are like, "Are you okay?" And they were. That's what they asked me the day before on Friday. Are you claustrophobic at all? It's a really tiny space. I'm like, no.
You're not talking me out of this.
Yeah, no, I'm going.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so anyway, that's what he was doing there. He was running the nitro down in there. Excuse me, running alcohol back through that motor. Because I was up in Topeka one year when that guy messed up and started pulling the head off, and there was still nitro in the car.
And it ignited.
Almost killed him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost killed him up there when we were doing that.
They were very careful and very methodical about how they went through the whole process.
Oh yeah, they were. So it was a fun time out here at the Big Race Open House. And then
what about we did the RC jumps too? I don't know if we have any video of that.
Got that, but then how about that one right there?
Oh, over here. I wasn't even looking over here. Yeah, let's see here. Can we get this up on the screen? Yeah. Just for a second. We got to go. Sorry, technical. No technical difficulty. Just Phil's got to get his fingers working. That's what has to happen.
Get things moving, right?
We got to get Gus to get this to be a touchscreen over here, Josh.
Oh, you think so?
Okay, so here's another part of fun we had. Did a few burnouts out on there, and I don't know about this yellow car, but they're just something. It love to do burnouts.
Oh, we love the yellow car. I getting rid of the yellow car. Somebody said, "Are you going to sell that now that you got the new Mustang?" I'm like, no.
Also, that wrap is one of the coolest wraps. Like so many kids can relate to that. Hot Wheels.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, I mean, all of us play. I mean, I don't know if you know a child that doesn't play with Hot Wheels. Yeah.
Yeah. In that cold concrete, just think how much more fun we have if we had some concrete warm or whatever.
Warm.
Yeah, because we've done it in the summer before, and it is so crazy, and the smoke just lingers, not just in the over where the burnout is, but up in the air. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it is so much fun, that car. And I don't know why it is that way, and it sounds so good too. I mean, that's the other part. It sounds so good. From that part, but Nick did. I'm trying to see if we had any videos of the 21 Mustang doing burnout or not. I don't know if anybody got any of that up there either. But then we had Callie. God, what was his name? Callie something. I can't think of his name. He had his Mustang out in that. Josh, he did a burnout. Not just I'm standing parked with the brake line lock on, holding the front wheels. Well, he smoked him going down the street. He just lit them up. I mean,
he did.
He lit them up pretty good. It was fun.
And it was cold out there last
from that part, so I don't know where he's at with.
It was really supposed to be a little bit nicer Saturday, but I mean,
just alive. So we must not have got any pictures of him up, whatever, from that part. But oh well, it is what it is. Sure, somewhere someone's got some pictures of him. That burnout, but you can see the marks in front of the dealership.
I did, yeah.
And the tires, it was crazy. He had some brand new Hoosiers on the back of his Mustang, but he changed them out from other ones naturally and everything else like that. But to be moving that, he was moving pretty good. He had the smoke just barreling off those tires.
Just coming right off the back of it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
So the Race Open House was fun. It was a great time and everything else too, from everything we did out here and the fun we had with that part. So it's fun time for that Race Open House. And if you missed Race Open House, I'm sorry, you missed some deals and everything else that we had on there too from that part. So
how'd the RC jump go?
Went very well. I wasn't out there a lot, but I will tell you, Jason Wolf said he was looking at the sales tower and he said those cars were flying as tall as that wire out there, and they were. I mean, there's those telephone wires going across out there, and they had them things zinging. I don't know what the final foot was. I forgot to ask Justin.
We gave away first, second, and third prizes, and the gentleman that built the ramp for us won first place. That doesn't surprise you, does it?
No.
But I'm going to tell you, those cars I love watching them. And if you get a chance to even come out for part of our Race Open House next year, I mean, we give away prizes. It is
just
everything
to see the
racing.
entertainment, though.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Even if you're not a race fan.
If you're not a race fan.
I just got her text that the first customer for the drawing of their first prize is ready to happen to do their drawing. So,
okay.
So,
I need to step out for a minute then.
So they're asking if you can do that. So if you want to step out and come back in, and
I'll be back.
Come tell us what they won.
I will. I'll be back.
So anyway, Lisa's headed out real quick to do. Every customer that purchases a car today gets a drawing to draw all kinds of neat prizes of cash, gift cards. We got TVs, we got switches, we got earphones, we got an Apple Watch, all kinds of things to give away. So she's going to step out real quick and come back and tell us what our first lucky winner was. And of course, the 5 that, we got Delbert online.
We do. Yep. Okay. I'm getting him patched through.
All right. Anyway, and the first 5 winners of the 5 cars under $500, of course, they got their prize winning the car, so they don't get a draw. So the first one's up out of F&I coming through. So at least we'll get that drawing done here real quick. Yeah, Josh, this needs to be a touchscreen over here.
You think so? Okay.
I got to have a touchscreen over here so I can know what I'm doing better. Then I got Eric over here blasting me on the phone, telling me what kind of a tech guy I am today here on the show. Nice job, Eric.
I keep seeing you touch the screen over there, and it's just not doing anything.
I know, it's kind of crazy. Yes, Rex, I love the smell of burning rubber, and I wish you could have come down here and just smelled what that nitro smells like coming out of that. Now that dragster, that's even more cool and stuff too. We try to get Gary and Aaron to fire the big dragster up and do a burnout for us, but Carl wasn't quite ready for that yet.
It's not happening. Yeah. Well, let's go to the phones and talk to Albert. Albert, you're on live with Under the Hood. Go ahead. Sorry, Delbert, not Albert. Duh.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We're talking about making fun of you.
Yeah. Just Biff.
Oh, Josh, here it is. Here's that Mustang on the burnout that he does. Now, I don't know how we can get that up on. Sorry, Delbert, got some exciting, all kinds of exciting stuff going on.
Quit touching that screen over there.
I know. I wish I could have been there today.
Did you do it yet, Josh?
Not yet. I was letting you see where where it came from. So, got a TV. Oh, we got a big screen.
Here,
TV
hold that a minute.
Winner.
Let me see if I can get that pulled up on the screen over here. Hey, Delbert. Anyway, how's everything with you, buddy?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I just was hoping that Lisa was going to be there. I was going to thank her for doing what she does over there.
Well, she's just went to give away the first prize. Looks like someone won a TV.
I know, she's a busy lady.
Yeah.
55-inch TV for the first winner. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she'll be back up here pretty quick, and can get her on.
But I was just going to talk about EVs a little bit. With my thoughts is I think they should be going with hybrid at the moment, because of a lot of the situation going on with after COVID and getting supplies to build the batteries and so on and so forth, and then the chip shortage is still there. And so I think that the hybrid would be a better way for everybody to go, at least for the next 10 years, and then get everything working in place and get that shipping and everything worked out and all that. But
I think you definitely have a great point there. It's been a lot of change over the last couple of years with them trying to go to EV, and then even like with our Bronco and the time that it launched and stuff like that, and then COVID kind of taken over. It's really put a delay on a lot of things, on a lot of new technology and just advancement changes along the way. But again, it's one of those things. Everybody's playing the same game, same rules, having the same challenges. It doesn't matter whether you're Ford, Dodge, Chevy, a Japanese market. It is tough right now getting
Japanese market. I like that.
It is tough getting supplies and products and stuff. And so I do really done a job over a lot of the competitors to I guess not affect the end user as much as what I hear some of the other people in the industry talk about, for sure. That's not to say that everything sunny and 70 by any means, but for the most part, we're able to get people taken care of with as little delay as possible, on that side of things. So
yeah, I'm cutting in. Getting part pieces of your guys' conversation and stuff too, but I would love more hybrids right now at this point in the game. I'm with you, Delbert, on the hybrid side for sure.
Well, they, for somebody like me that does rideshare, it would be more practical because, I don't have a 240 in my house to be able to plug in that electric.
I agree.
For one, and then, they're expensive to put in. But Rex over here on your
YouTube
chat, he's talking about the General Motors, and they're going to go back a little bit and go back to the V8 engine a little bit. And I don't, just from my observations of what's going on in the market, I don't see Ford doing that, just to answer his question. But and that's because Ford's already going ahead and closing smaller dealerships that aren't going to comply with Ford's request to get electrics out there, or they just don't have the room to do what Ford's asking them to do. Either way, the dealership I use here in Oklahoma City for my oil changes and that has closed, and that's just one. And there's a couple more here in Oklahoma City that closed just for that reason. So there's a lot going on there with Ford. So I just don't see them going backwards, if you will, and getting the V8s back out there, because they do a great job on the smaller engines too. So,
and I think really what everybody's pushing so hard on electric right now, my opinion is the government has put these CAFE ratings out there that these are so high that these manufacturers have to hit. And we all want to keep these V8 engines running. And Rex, how I can really answer your question is we're still going to have a gas-powered Bronco. We're still going to have a gas-powered or internal combustion diesel and on the Super Duties. But here comes the 2024 Mustang, and it's got all new Coyote motor in it and all kinds of stuff coming there. So I know Ford's not getting away from it, but they've got to make the electric to offset this huge number that the government's putting out there to be able to make the CAFE ratings match. And that's the only way they can do it right now to keep our V8s running and stuff too. But also I think where GM's headed for, they know the racing world's still going to be there and everything else too. But that is one place I do wish Ford would put a little more effort into, is some of the performance racing and stuff like that too. I was hoping Tony Stewart was going to get a big push on that and everything else and get those kind of things going, but I haven't seen a lot of that issue in that part from that standpoint either. But the internal combustion engines are a long ways from going away. I hate to tell you, everybody wants to say this about 2030 and 2035 are going to be all electric. Read the fine print. What those manufacturers are saying, that's light duty from that standpoint. And I agree, there's going to be some light duty cars. I mean, I mean, we're going to be there. I mean, the Explorer's going to be there. The Escape's going to be there. We supposedly got another pickup coming out that's electric, but it's going to be incredible to see how things go when we're head up with that. Time will tell.
Well, and you talked about, the Escape's going to be there. I think right now, at least for the next year or two, model year, the Edge is also going to be there, which is a nice.
And there's been some rumors about the Edge going away.
SUV.
Yeah, it's some rumors about the Edge going away, but I haven't seen that either. I just seen a deal today of a third row Edge coming. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell. Yeah.
I was surprised they never did that in the first place because it's such a big area back there.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you too. And I mean, that's why the Explorer is so popular and in the third row SUVs. I mean, they can throw the third row seat down and still got more cargo room and all that kind of stuff too. And the fuel economy and everything else from the Explorer to the Edge, I don't think there's that much difference. So from that part on those situations. So anyway, I finally found it's Callie Nate, the guy that did the big burnout for us on the show. God, Josh, I want this touch screen.
Josh, get him a touch screen, would you? Gosh, dang it.
Yeah, here comes Callie Nate doing his burnout with his Mustang. He's already done when you see the black marks. I can't remember. Oh, that one wasn't near as good, was it? Dang it. That's not the right one. Well, we'll have to find another, see if I can find it again. But
it's a good looking Mustang for sure.
Yeah,
yeah, it is.
And I tell you, that
old Fox bodies.
I didn't know that first burnout right there, but he that first one, I mean, my God, when he got done, I went over to him. I said, holy, that was great. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. So
that's the first one there, I believe.
Yeah, let me get it here so I can get it. Here we go. Get ready for this burnout. That's there yet. This is impressive. Here we go. Backing him up there.
So he didn't do no devil's glue.
Yeah, he's got. See, I walked behind him. He's got it in there.
Oh, okay.
See, Nick Roberts just coming back on our gray car. He just did one, too. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I'm not. They brought water out for me. Put water on my.
No.
But they're using devil's glue. To me, that's just giving you traction.
Yeah.
So they put traction in this thing, and he's still. I mean, this is impressive what he did here. Rex, you ready? Here it comes. See?
Yeah, that is.
Look at that.
Good night. Yeah, those are some hefty black marks too. That thing tracks pretty good.
Yeah, he's I think
Wow.
they call him Cali Nate because he's from California, but he's moved here. He's moved here, and let's watch this one again. Why not? This is a different angle. This is a different angle here now.
But you're not moving. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because I get you. This is water on they put underneath there to light this one up. But I wish it would have been warm out because it's so much fun. I don't know why this car's so good about doing burnouts, but it just is.
You got a passenger? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lisa's in there with me. Anyway, it was kind of, as I shot back down the road here.
That. Oh my gosh.
Cars were stopped on Kellogg. They couldn't see. But I know no one was. That's what's fun about this out there is people. Well, you see the truck, that guy in that black truck sitting over. He pulled up beside there and it stopped.
Just watching.
And just watched. So, yeah, it was a good time out there this weekend at the Race Open House. That was for sure. Now if I can tech wizard here to get done playing with everything here. So, yeah, Eric, keep passing me up here, buddy. I know I'm tech wizard today.
Go play it again.
Play it again. Well, I hate to say how many times I've watched it. The one video from the side was done by one of our salespeople, and then the one from the very front was done by our guys. And I said, you got to send that to my phone.
Yeah.
I need that on my phone. So that's why I've watched it so many times. It's on my phone. So,
excuse me.
But anyway, Delbert, everything good down in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I've got my car in the shop at the moment, so we're getting that door fixed finally after a year and a month later, almost a year and 2 months later.
Yeah,
it took about 6 months to get the door skinned, and then he's just been really busy, so I've just been waiting.
Gotcha.
We're friends, so it's no big hurry. He's got the door skin off, and he's got the new one on already, and they're getting it painted by probably Tuesday or Wednesday.
Wednesday, something good. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, okay, buddy. Really appreciate you calling in as always.
In Enid, Oklahoma, I've known since I was like a kid. So.
Gotcha.
Taught me a little bit of body work. I know all that too, but since she hasn't come back yet, and I appreciate you holding off on getting rid of me here. So
yeah,
that's just
that body work.
Just tell her that she has done an awesome job for the last 10, 12 years, whatever it's been, getting these cars out for people to buy. And it's always exciting to especially the Black Friday sales. So exciting to go and be part of that. Even though I've never been able to purchase or win a car at that point. Not complaining, just making a point.
just the atmosphere and the environment and everything going on. Yep.
Everybody's so friendly there, and I've been here in OKC for the last 3.5 years. Nobody even comes close to what you guys do there in Wichita. So keep up the great work. Keep up doing what you're doing. Lisa's an awesome person to do what she does and still try to make money there so she can continue to do what she does and give those cars away to people, because it really is a giveaway. You might be paying $499 for a car and tax, but you're still getting the truck, for example. What is that, about a $4,000 truck retail? Roughly. I mean, it's an old Chevy, but still these days things are going pretty high.
Yep, so. Exactly. And I'm going to tell you, Delbert, the cheapest car today was about $3,500 that we had in it.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt
that's
that.
The cheapest.
They were all nice looking cars.
Yep.
Very nice looking cars. You guys maintain them. You get them out there. If they needed tires, you probably got them tires. It's just how you guys are. That's my point. Is she does so much, even though she's only getting, say, $500 for a truck. What does she have to do? Put time and money into that truck to get it to where it's reliable for somebody to go out there and drive. So,
yep,
that's what I mean. She is an awesome person to do what she does. She just really enjoys it. You can tell.
Yep, that's why Josh and I are here, and why we put in all the effort, and all the employees we have here. It is so much fun to do these deals. We put a lot of work and effort in to get them going, those cars and stuff. But the other thing is, we make sure those cars are good cars and they're ready to go, and they've been through the shop and serviced, oil change, all that good stuff, good tires, good brakes, all that kind of good stuff.
And you even have Josh Worsham. I mean, you even have somebody Worsham.
Yeah, we do. We do.
But still, you guys came out here at 9 o'clock this morning. You went on the air, did the Under the Hood show, and I almost didn't think it was going to happen today, but you never said it wasn't. So
Oh,
Here
yeah.
I am, 9 o'clock. I'm
Yeah,
It's like clockwork around here.
Yep.
Exactly, man. This is awesome. I mean, there was one Saturday you didn't, but that's because you guys were both gone.
Yeah.
So
okay, Delbert, Elisa is finally back. She had her.
all right.
We gave a
There she
Delbert,
is.
want to talk
Gotta
to
get
you.
her headphones on.
We gave a big old TV away, didn't we?
Yes, they were super excited. I love starting off with the bang like that.
Yeah, it
It was number number 7. He said, "Is it lucky number 7?" And I said, "I don't know. Open it up." And they were all super excited.
That's good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, anyway, sorry, I had to take a
Good
drink.
morning, Lisa. Welcome back to the show. We missed you there for the last.
Good morning.
5-10 minutes.
Good morning.
Delbert's
My
one of
name is
our
Delbert, and I've
long-run
been
listeners, but he's also a customer, but he had to move to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So we keep in touch that way and everything else too.
At least that's not too far away.
No, and every once in a while I get up there and come see Josh, but because Phil's always off. I mean, Phil's just not there.
You're funny, Delbert. Funny.
She knows how much you're gone, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
she does.
I wanted to thank you for doing what you do, Lisa, giving away those cars. We were talking about that a little bit here, and you are an awesome person for doing what you do. And I know it costs you money, even if there is some tax write-off for it. You still got to do all the paperwork for all that and take care of all that. And it's just time, money, and energy you put into it. We do appreciate it, even though I can't be a part of it most of the time. So
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Keep doing what you do.
Thank you. It's very nice.
And we'll keep
You
doing
probably
it.
don't hear that enough.
Well, I will tell you that my staff is so great because there's, we look around and, it's always the same, group of us that are doing these crazy events sometimes. And I do have the best staff. I mean, I'm so blessed beyond measure. I saw that one of my young managers down at Quick Lane, Colton's on the sign today.
10 years.
10
Yep.
years.
Yep.
I don't even know how that's possible that he's been here 10 years. So yes, I love.
It's the family atmosphere you give out, hon. The
Yeah.
family atmosphere you give out.
Have a lot of great people.
That.
Thank you.
Well, Delbert, again, thanks for
calling
calling
in. I don't
in.
want to embarrass her anymore. Let's get on with something else.
Yeah. So, Delbert. Anyway,
Again,
as always,
thanks to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Delbert. And
you're welcome, guys. Have a great day. Lisa, have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
I'll talk to you there.
See you, buddy.
All right. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Anyway, while you're gone, Lisa, we showed a couple more videos. We found Callie Nate's video, showed that up there real quick of his Mustang burnout. And then we started talking about the Edge and different things. And Greg Murray comes back with the Ford Everest Ranger base is a third row SUV. And yes, it is, but it's just not here in the United States. And I can't believe we can't have it over here, but there's some reason they're not bringing it over to the States. And what I'll about bet is there's some reason it doesn't meet some of the
U.S. standards.
U.S. has a higher safety standards and also emission standards than some of those other countries do. So,
and especially for those larger, the third row SUVs, they have to jump through more hoops because they have typically, you've got children under 12 in those, or they're passenger vehicles. That's why you buy the third row typically, is because you have 3 or more children, carrying a precious load all the time.
Exactly correct.
I remember going down to Mexico and finding out the El Camino is live and well down there.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Years ago it was.
And
I don't
still
know.
Riding in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. That's been quite a few years ago, but yeah, it was
I think the El
shocked.
Camino went away in the
find
80s,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it was, I don't know. My dad had one of those, had a 66, 283.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're really cool, had the Monte Carlo looking front end on one of them. And,
yeah, really cool. You were really cool at that point. So anyway, exciting stuff going on out here. We're about running out of time, everybody, on the show. Time goes fast.
It's amazing. Amazing how fast it goes by.
We say we need to have 2 hours instead of just an hour sometimes, having fun there. Everything else too. But so we gave away TV. Get excited for who's next on the list for that part. If you're missing that on the show, you need to get out here and have some fun and see what they can win if you buy a car.
That's right. Yep. It doesn't matter what you buy. Everybody gets to draw a prize today, and It's really fun. It's not just fun for the people that win. The salespeople love it too. I mean, it's really fun to be able to take your customer and let them choose a prize and see what they win. It's a lot of fun. Today is my little granddaughter's birthday.
Blake is 3 years old. I don't know where those 3 years went.
I know. She's 3. And then my niece Lexi is 20 today.
They had the same birthday. I didn't know that.
Same birthday. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
17 years apart.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Very nice. So you got a couple birthday parties to celebrate today, don't you?
Yes, we do. One of them today. And then I think we're going to try to do a lunch tomorrow for Lexi, I think.
Very cool. Very nice. So happy birthday to those 2 young ladies.
Yeah.
And have some fun celebrating with those 2 today and tomorrow. So anyway, Josh, what else we got to cover? And left off anything? Figured out anything?
So the other thing, we're still doing the drawing for the MH Racing page, correct?
No,
on the fuel.
We stopped that already.
Fuel
We stopped that last Friday. So yeah,
great response on that, though.
Yeah, it was great. We gave away a fuel jug and 5 gallons of fuel to go with that, and we stopped doing that coming up to the open house. And we were going to get another contest going this week on the MH Racing page. So if you like the Mel Hambelton Ford page, you need to go over and like the Mel Hambelton Racing page. There's going to be contests over there too.
Yeah.
We finally broke those 2 pages out because the racing has gotten so big. We want to get our market separated to focus things towards a racer. So if you're not a racer, you don't get blasted on Mel's page about all the racing stuff we're doing for that part. But yeah, we stopped doing that last Friday. I was going to get another contest going this week. We had so many things going on.
Yeah.
I don't know where this week went.
Yeah, this week was a really, really fast but truthfully, if you like racing, go on there. I mean, we will do race giveaways, but we'll do other giveaways on there too. So, go on and like our racing page. And, if you're not a member of Mel Hambelton Facebook, you need to be. We really do a lot of fun things on our regular one.
Yeah,
give away a lot of stuff.
I just put up the Mel Hambelton Racing page. If you haven't liked that one, jump over there and get that one liked. And if you're a racer or whatever, so you can see what kind of contest we're going to have. So we will have another contest next week of some sort.
Contests, and then also, you'll know about when our events are happening, and so you can come out here and be a part of them.
Yes, so don't forget that. So like both pages and stay up on to date on all that, and you'll get your notifications of all the contests and everything we do to help give back and have some fun. Those contests are always fun, though.
Well, it always amazes me on them that you think you're going to give away something, and man, there's a lot of people that are going to want in that, and then there's something else that you're giving away. It's like, no, I'm not sure that's really going to draw too big of a crowd, and it's always surprising to see what the people find interesting or want to do.
So we kind of had that happen with a performer that came to town, and I'd never heard of him. And I had employees texting me asking if they could get tickets. And so I knew it was going to be popular, even though I didn't know who he was. And then come to find out, like, he had a song on Yellowstone.
Oh, there you go. That's what triggered that, wasn't it?
And that by far. So I ended up buying 2 sets of front row tickets for that. And that was and like by a long ways, our best contest ever. Yeah. And it was literally on somebody like, it's crazy because you would have thought it would have been somebody been around a long time, like Kenny Chesney or the Reba tickets. Those were really popular too. But this guy, it was crazy. And
just kind of getting started.
After pandemic, that was their first sellout at Interest Bank
Arena.
Oh,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
Very cool. Well, anyway, anything else, guys? We're running out of time here. Anything else we need to talk about? Anything going on?
Proud to thank the sponsors for sure.
We forget that every week.
Yeah, we always
we get too much other things going. Forget about those guys that help show. Of course, it's Corner Creative for all your advertising needs. If you need anything for your business to help advertise, make it better, web page design, social media, Google advertising, whatever it might be. Jess got a great crew down there. It can help you with anything to help your business grow if you need. Now let's go to the wrap side. Yeah, we do a lot of race cars and stuff too, but we do a lot of commercial vans, businesses, windows, all kinds of different things we do there on the wrap side, and they also tint windows. Then we got BG Products, all the great preventative maintenance products we use with BG Products, and the great partnership we have with those guys over there. It's fantastic. Love it. Their research and development's right down the street here from us. It's fun. We can go in there about any time we want and see what's going on there. And then, of course, big our rental department, Go To Rent. Stan's got a great fleet of vehicles over there. Should I say it's an okay fleet? It used to be a great fleet.
It did.
It's I think
dwindling.
It's comparatively rental cars are just hard right now, no matter where you're at or where you're headed. From that side of things, one of the things that I will say that he does a really good job over there, or what we have to offer, is the vans. Valentine's Day was just here a couple weeks ago, and got a great partnership with Tilly's, and they rent a bunch of them. We'll pull the seats out of them, and they run those things to deliver all their flowers around and stuff like that.
We have a lot of relationships with the universities in town too, and really
churches.
We have almost all the churches. Yeah.
Anyway, the last thing I'd like to talk about is the new detail building. We're getting things fired up over there. It's going to be called the Mel Hambelton Auto Spa. And we're going to be doing all kinds of details over there for you. But on top of that, we're going to offer the ceramic coating with paint correction and also paint protection film. And we've got several cars in there ready doing. We got on our Facebook page, we posted the Cadillac that we did with the full everything you can possibly do to one from that part to show everybody what we can do. We've got a Porsche over there right now. We got a Land Rover over there right now. So just kind of getting things fired up. We don't have the building complete 100%. We're still waiting on a few things. The vacuums and the airline to get completely done, so we can really be 100% over there. Still looking for some employees to run over there and run with us in the detail shop. So if you're looking for an opportunity there, we'd love to hire you there. And of course, salespeople. We're going to have a new ad coming up for salespeople. For that part. So watch for those ads, different things. But if you know somebody that's interested in a detail job, we'd love to talk to them, so we can kick that detail department off in a fantastic way. So
yeah, Caleb is really he's a magician with the tools in his hands, and because if you're talking about something that you got at in a parking lot at Dillon's, or a scratch because your jeans had something on them and it scratched. I mean, he is just an absolute magician with that stuff. I mean, it's crazy how good he is.
Yep. And then
there's an art to that.
Yep. Then we got Nora over there doing the paint. I get that. I can't ever spit that out.
PPF.
Right?
Yeah,
but then nobody knows
paint
what you're talking
about.
So.
And then
makes me think of SPF.
Yeah, I know. And then
the same.
Then we've got Kelvin. He's coming on board. He'll start Monday, and he's another gentleman that knows the paint correction and ceramic coating very well. So excited to have him on board. And we got several guys starting Monday also that are actually going to be starting doing the details and stuff too. So we're getting there. We just got a little ways to go, and we'll have that thing zinging. So if you're interested, and I've had people call, what all are we going to ceramic coat? Anything we can put it on, we will ceramic coat it. Guy had, what about a boat? I said, all over. We can do boats too. So whatever you want to have ceramic coat and protect your paint, or if you need some of that paint protection film, I got that spitted out right for the first time ever. We'd love to help you with that, and so what we can do with all those new products. So anything else, everybody, before we sign off and tell everybody thanks for watching? Looks like Josh got the music playing. He's got to go.
Yeah, it's been a great morning.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening as always. We really appreciate it. Everybody have a great and warm Saturday, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.